season.
Nigga, you can't tell
Now,
me
his
shit.
previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with
It's
this
Mr.
generation
Yo
of players,
Girl.
the millennials, and how
It's
you
Mr.
communicate.
Yo
You want to bring that old school discipline to this team.
Oh.
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those
Bottoms
things.
up,
Adapt
bottoms
or
up.
die, as they say. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Bottoms up.
It's really something.
Back
I
full up.
oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after
Wait,
14
shake it
years
in
of
them
playing
jeans. Bottoms
at
up,
a team
bottoms
schedule
up.
for an upcoming season.
Bottoms
and I
up,
scratch
bottoms
my head
up,
and I go,
bottoms.
wow, I used to do that?
Bottoms
I mean,
up.
that's not easy
Can they
to
pick
do.
up anything?
It's very difficult. I agree.
Tell me what you think.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holiday, a screen on Collison. Davis kicks to DJ. 6 to shoot. Pass to Davis. Here's Holiday. That's short off the rim.
About to set his club up. Bottoms up, bottoms up.
A wide open look here for Oladipo.
Wait,
The shot's good. Collison making the play. Oladipo's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Indiana. Hollins kicks to Allen. Davis sets a screen. Now here's DJ.
Alcohol hero.
That's a crazy stretch.
All around the world, city.
Show at the
Dead Armor bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos.
10 minutes left, 20 minutes left until the new year. 15, 1 hour. That's the key about the steady club up.
His first bucket of the night. DJ passes to Ashi.
I just want to say happy early New Year's to her, man.
That's why guys love lining up to play with DJ. Keep moving, get open, he'll find you. Sensational feat.
And Oladipo kicks to Collison. They set the screen. Oladipo misses. The Pelicans have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. That's good from Holiday on the assist by DJ.
That's a confident-looking shot there from Drew Holiday, playing the in-between game.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Davis against Young. Bogdanovich left side. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Allen passes to Davis. Holiday, a screen on Bogdanovich. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Hollins and DJ throws it down hard.
Not going to settle for a jump shot. DJ being ultra aggressive right there, going straight down the lane on the drive.
Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oladipo with a screen on Allen. And Young kicks to Jefferson. Here's Bogdanovich. No good from outside. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's DJ, and DJ throws it down hard.
But DJ's up, and DJ's got a plan, and DJ's going to rock the rim with that hand. How about that, Kev?
I'm not about to listen to no damn climax.
I like that. Nicely done, Brent. Nicely done. Collison against him. A drive by Collison, and he makes that one.
I should have jumped. All the niggas.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Utah Jazz.
And you know what? Up against the weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
You know what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Hung outside. Jefferson, a screen on Ashik. Outside, Bogdanovich. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. DJ dishes to Davis. Holiday, no one around him. That's in there.
Put the fans on.
The assist. Holiday's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Ashik sends it back. Wow. Shot on the
Watch a little bit.
And he wills that one in.
Watch a little bit.
Right
Watch a little bit.
They've wasted
Watch a
no
little
time
bit.
settling
You getting
into
mad? I'm getting
looking at a single
You getting
offensive
mad? I'm getting Watch a little bit. Watch a little bit. Watch a little bit. Step on.
Their first of the game.
Watch a little bit.
Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one
I'm
down.
good.
Yeah,
You
you're just
getting
not
mad,
going to win
bitch? I'm
turnovers
good.
at the rate they
That's
did.
a lot.
That was just outrageous.
So hard when it's weighted like
It's
that,
in
and you're
Craig.
competing, and you're
After you
making
stop to a
mistakes, and then
stove.
on the other end, your opponent is playing flawlessly.
That's off the lot.
The pass to Oladipo. Jefferson, a screen on Allen. And they get it. A shot off that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two
Oh my
teams,
God,
they
dog.
were really sharp defensively,
Nigga,
disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Watch this.
15, and Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by DJ. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pacers trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Jefferson. Nice fake with the layup off the
Watch a
mark.
little bit.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact
Watch a
on
little
that
bit.
play, making the shooter
Watch a
feel a
little bit.
bit uncomfortable on release.
And Ashik kicks to DJ.
Oh,
Out of
shit.
bounds, Indiana takes possession.
You getting mad, bitch? I'm getting
Totals have looked over the last few months for Collison.
Watch
It's
a
been
little bit.
surprising to me to see him take a little
Step
bit
on.
of a tumble lately in
Watch a
terms
little
of what
bit.
he's doing for them offensively. The points just
I'm
haven't
getting
been there
rid.
for him like they were a few months back.
Mad,
The
I'm
defenses he's
getting
facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own
Come on, man.
adjustments.
Stupid ass scream, man.
Bogdanovich passes to Collison. 5 on the clock. Hits the target from 18 feet.
All right.
Collison's
All
got
right.
6 points. Pelicans leading by 10.
See,
Feeds it to
the
Hollins.
song.
And DJ throws it down hard.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Pass to Jefferson. Here's Bogdanovich. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's DJ. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 12 points for DJ.
Defensively,
Puta.
giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Stop being friendly to the fuckballs.
Fires from 14. Omer
That boy
Ashik
still
with the
ain't make
rebound.
nothing.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
And Davis gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Brent, coming down the stretch of a tie game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that
time. Some changes for New Orleans. Wells comes in for Allen. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And some changes here for the Pacers. And Joseph kicks to Smith. Smith with a screen on Rondo. Here's Joseph. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Wells. It's hauled in by Leaf.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Pass to Poitras.
Baby, you know who I am.
There's the pick. Over Hollins. Kept alive.
Damn.
Sends it back.
Love that.
Damn.
Swats that shot away.
Hey, wishing that I was your Nick.
Now here's Joseph. He's covered closely.
Wishing I was your Nick.
And another shot.
Yeah. Wishing I was a nigga.
And a story of 2 halves last season for the Pelicans. An 0-8 start. But encouraging signs, Brent, down the stretch.
Yeah, they ended up with the 11th best net rating in the NBA after they made the trade during the All-Star weekend for DeMarcus Cousins. So if this team can gel, and if they can get these pieces to work together, they do have the chance not only to excel, but to be very special with the unique talents of their bigs.
Here's Hollins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's the result that you're going to get when you drive into the lane before the D can get themselves into position. And DJ's not waiting around. He's on his way to the free throw line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now, DJ has a lot of admirers all over the NBA for just how hard he brings it every single night that he takes the court.
Here's the screen. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. Lays it up and banks it in. Sabonis has got his first points for the game.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And DJ throws it down.
Coming out of the gate here, guys.
Get it.
Already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Put it down.
Smith kicks to Joseph.
Put it down. Down.
Here's Leaf. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the score.
Yes, mama. Mama! Yes, mama. It ain't even 12 o'clock yet. Alright. Later.
And that's such solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Oh, he is a highlight
bang
unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
I am my baby.
Smith outside.
I have to win your ground with that booty on me. Down while you're looking lonely.
Shot off the screen.
This is all on me.
Land soft on the front of the rim. And
put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me.
Here's Hollins. And Hollins with the stuff.
Put it down on me. Put it down on me.
All over him, bodying him up, being physical. and he's still able to get it to go.
Pacers trail by 16. Smith kicks to Joseph. There's the pick. Smith inside. And
nigga just big man you, man. He's
Smith's
smaller than you, bro.
Points of the night.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Outside for Rondo.
Brown with that booty on me.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Wells. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's all on me.
Incredible shooting there.
Put it down on me, just put it down on me, put it down on me, down on me, put it down on me.
To Poitras. Back to Smith. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once again, there's Ish Smith going turbo mode to get past the defense. An excellent look at the bucket off the drive.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And when you got
down with the booty on me,
I mean, in the first
how are you looking lonely?
You got to be kidding.
For New Orleans, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Oh, yay. Ground with that booty on me.
And the
down while you're looking lonely. She's all on me. Put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me.
He needs to be happy with this situation.
Zombie. Gotta pause. Gotta pause that. Gotta see my prayers. Ringing New Year. See what is this? Man, I'm not about to put that on my neck, man. I don't feel like putting this hat on either. Happy New Year, everybody. Everybody, Happy New Year. I knew they couldn't wait. I know y'all hear that. They is spamming out there.
He can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with him.
He dishes it to DJ. And DJ throws it down hard.
Maximizing every chance on the offensive end. DJ is the man on a mission.
Pacers trail by 17. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Joseph, guarded closer. Screen by Smith. They set the pick.
What you know about that?
That shot off the mark.
Hey.
And no good trying to get that one.
Fuck, I should have passed it to you when you was like a 1 second on the clock, man. What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? I know all about that. 4-4 in the low with a Jesus. What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? I know all about that. Shit.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
All-Star rosters have been announced. Here's what DJ had to say about being named to the team.
It's an amazing feeling. I mean, playing in an All-Star game was my goal from the very beginning, ever since I took my first shot in the NBA. And I didn't think it would happen this fast, so I definitely have to thank my fans and my teammates.
Transformed from a player not in the league to an NBA All-Star.
All I know all about that.
Happened in such a short period of time in this league. I have no doubt that DJ will put on a show at All-Star Weekend.
That boy made it.
Well, not exactly
I know all about that.
So far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm.
Happy New Year, Black.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking
Happy New Year, Black.
It's a nice lead that they have.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Wells.
Nothing
then it's
playing
Anthony
2K.
Davis. Then there's Hill. And it's
You damn
DJ
right they
at the
shooting
small
out
forward
here.
Position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Nigga, you think they ain't gonna be shooting in Brooktown, dude?
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He had
I'm in a my career game against the
Pacers.
Pacers.
That was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even
Man, they got everybody splashing threes and shit.
New Orleans leading by 14. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wells. Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana. Smith outside. The pass to Sabonis. Smith kicks to Joseph.
I know all about that. 4-4 in the low with a
Smith outside. Trying his luck deep. No good on that one. Great D that time from Rondo. On the wing, Davis. DJ with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. The shot by Wells, no good.
He sunk that three in the first.
Watch he pass the ball. Watch he pass the ball.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's the pick. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Joseph. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the feed to DJ. No good
Oh
on that
my
one.
God, dog.
So the Pacers will take it the other way. Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. Smith with a screen on Rondo. Here's Leaf. But they recover.
Oh my God, Shammy Wells, dog.
And stolen by DJ.
Come on, man.
The Pacers will take it. And a moment here to look at where the
What type of animation is this?
The Pelicans.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly.
That was the dumbest animation ever, Shammy. Use up. He was supposed to catch that rebound.
Nelson comes in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, I'm on the bench. Y'all some scary dude, hairy dude. I don't know who is this dude. I'm God and he ain't nothing.
They set the pick. Poitras, the pass to Smith. Here's Leaf. Over Ashik.
And make it bounce it back. No ceilings, motherfucker. Good morning. Why you yawning? I'm going. Gotta why you started me.
Now here's Hollins, covered by Smith.
Oh shit!
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And
I don't know what that noise was.
Close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest, and you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
And you look at Hollins, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Poitras.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And nice to see the strong inside game they're playing this quarter.
You were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's DJ and Hollins with the stuff.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pacers trail by 11. Smith kicks to Joseph. Here's Leaf. He has 7. Smith outside from downtown. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for Shammy Wells.
And Wells has such...
Stomach hurt. I'm watching ridiculousness.
A quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
There's a screen. Here's Joseph. The teardrop falls in.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
The dish to Hollins. Back to Rondo. Kicks it to Hollins. And DJ throws it down hard.
Yeah, some players look around for a call right there. There was some contact on the drive, but DJ is not looking for help from the official. DJ wants to score.
Smith outside. Hollins with the block.
That block right there, all about persistence. DJ staying with his man and playing terrific high-energy D.
And so it's New Orleans sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble. He is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get to the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Al Jefferson out there with Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Holiday against Collison. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Collison.
How many points that boy got, man? Because I locked him out down the whole game. 5.
Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hand.
Holland, and he goes right over Al Jefferson and slams it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Bogdanovich, no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Holiday kicks to Hollins. Davis sets a screen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No, if anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
And, you know, Brent, we know top-level coaching is an all-in affair, strategy, motivation, working the officials. But who are some of the most complete coaches in the league right now?
Well, the top of the list is Greg Popovich and what he does. There's no doubt that the way that he has his team prepared on a nightly basis, carrying out the game plan, the way he works the sidelines, as you mentioned, Kevin, Greg Popovich is the cream of the crop when it comes to NBA coaches.
That bitch missed.
Pacers trail by 15. Here's Oladipo. That one, no good. Nice defense from DJ. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. DJ's got 44.
That's a very alert play. DJ getting position inside, knowing he has a chance to get some easy points if he collects the offensive rebound.
Oladipo with a screen on Allen. Here's Bogdanovich. No good with the triple.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Ashik, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The 3 ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
That bitch made another one.
Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Here's DJ. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Al Jefferson.
Applying some pressure there and getting himself to the free throw line. DJ's aggressiveness is paying off with that foul call.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, DJ. And from the day that Anthony Davis was drafted, New Orleans had a win-now mindset.
Well, that's what the decree from the upper management was. And maybe a little bit unfair to put that kind of pressure on such a young superstar talent who wanted to find his way in the NBA. The front office focused on making some trades and surrounding him right away without understanding exactly what Anthony Davis was going to be good at. Let's face it, he's still great, and there's still that opportunity for AD.
Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. DJ number 1.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Collison with the screen for Oladipo. Screen by Jefferson. Off the screen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's now 9 points for Victor Oladipo. Dishes it to Hollins. And he goes right over Al Jefferson and slams it down.
Man, once he gets down that lane, DJ is not going to go easy. He's going to finish with some strength.
Pacers trail by 16. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Young in the corner. And Davis sends it back. And now the Pelicans on the break. DJ with the ball. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis dishes to Hollins. And Young comes over to help. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Let's take a look at the Cavaliers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Indiana just way behind.
And right now for the Pacers, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason. And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Outside Collison. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's DJ and Hollins with the stuff.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Pacers trail by 20.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Collison, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Hollins passes to Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Phenomenal strength there by AD to take the hit and finish that one.
Greg from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
For Indiana, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting, only around a 70% clip on the season.
Hey, Brent, what are some of the biggest differences between NBA play and international play?
I think in international play, and we're moving more and more towards it, Kevin, is possessions oftentimes involve 5 to 6 passes and exploring quick cuts to the basket, big guys away from the hoop, and opening up space around the lane for cutters to get in there and slicing through with passes to get available scoring opportunities. A lot of these coaches have borrowed some sets, especially during international competition with the Olympics, that they brought back to training camps.
Passing, cutting, shooting. I mean, those are the most attractive things to the naked eye to see and watch.
You know what, Kevin? That sounds a lot like basketball to me.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Collison kicks to Oladipo. There's the screen. The drive by Collison. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
New Orleans leading by 22. Now Hollins. Non-stop scoring machine here. And finished off by Davis.
Scouting report says you got to get physical with Anthony Davis, but on that drive, nobody's stopping him.
Indiana's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. There's the screen. Collison kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Hollins. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Jameer Nelson's checked in for the Pelicans. Indiana also making some changes. Leaf checked in for Young. Joseph comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Ish Smith in for Darren Collison. Just 2 to shoot. Leaf. No good on the quick 3. Now here's DJ. Defense right on him. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
Wells, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Pacers. Poitras is checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Indiana's gone. Three of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. There's the pick. Here's Smith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pacers.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish plays.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. New Orleans making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Good on the second free throw. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Lee. Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
That's good.
Yeah, terrific play right there.
Shots
Great
good.
strength to finish through the contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's DJ, and DJ throws it down hard.
Happy New Year, Frida.
Happy New Year, Stick.
What you doing?
Nothing.
What you cook?
Nothing.
You ain't fix nothing?
Mm-mm.
That's cool.
Mm-mm.
I was just calling to tell you Happy New Year. You heard me? Hello? I said I was just calling to tell you Happy New Year.
Alright. Happy New Year, Stick. I'm about to go back to sleep.
Oh, alright.
Alright.
Building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Smith kicks to Joseph. There's a good screen. Here's the teardrop. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from DJ. He feeds it to Rondo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. A floater rejected by Holland. And he's able to get it back. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. That one on Davis. For Indiana, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
The Pelicans shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And DJ throws it down hard.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
How many assists Rondo got? 2.
Here's Poitras. He's covered by Hollins. Pass to Leaf. Here's Sabonis. That shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Hollins kicks to Miller. The Pacers pull it in. Leaf's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Poitras. He's covered by Hollins. Pass to Poitras. Puts up a 3. A shot off that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
In a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Miller kicks to Wells. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And that's 12 points for Shammy Wells.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
2 minutes. And here is Joseph. He's got 7. Pass to Poitras. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Good work there as it goes. Smith's got 9 points.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. He kicks to Joseph. Smith outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Wells.
Even though Ish Smith is listed at 6 feet tall, that still doesn't keep him from drawing fouls like he did there.
First one falls for him. Omer Asher. He's checked in for Miller. And so he makes both from the line. New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Hollins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Pelicans, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And Indiana shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Here's Smith. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. New Orleans moving the ball around. Hollins dishes to Rondo. Hollins inside. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. The layup off target. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right wing. Rondo kicks to Hollins. And DJ throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And so here is New Orleans. Rondo passes to DJ. Here's Wells. And that's not going to go.
You stupid ass nigga, man.
Out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning, okay? It's all about learning. If you play hard and compete and don't play cocky.
Some changes for New Orleans. DJ is checked in for Allen. Etuan Moore comes in for Wells. And Nelson is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. DJ out there with Solomon Hill. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Nelson. And it's Ajinça in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
I got double team.
The attitude of Bogdanovich. When he's got it going, he's looking to fire it every time.
And DJ throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Smith kicks to Collison. They set the pick. Young dishes to Smith. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
With the premium placed in outside shooting, Brent, plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation, will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
No, it's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are. Very effective at 45. And both free throws good for DJ. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Left side, Collison. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's DJ. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hollins has got 6 here in this quarter.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Doubled by Hollins. Here's Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Stolen by Collison. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Out to Nelson for three. Here's Hollins, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it three.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Hey, Brent, when you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. I mean, really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. Smith with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. Screen by Young. 5 to shoot. Moore with the steal. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. On up the court. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the wide open shot from Collison. Drops in the tray. Collison's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here. Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
For your Pelicans, DJ. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Hollins. Pointless, he's checked in for the Pacers. Oladipo comes in for Smith.
That ball like a bald headed me. That can't be me. Who else got a bald head?
And both free throws good for DJ. Hey, Brent, we've seen Hall of Fame players become coaches, but often it seems like the smart role player, they sustain more success in that role of head coach. Why is that?
I think, Kevin, a lot of times the role player is a conduit between both ends of the spectrum of your team. He can communicate with the star player. He can also talk to the guy who's the 12th man on the bench and make sure that both of them are getting what it is that they need to be in the best position to succeed. That's why you see a lot of players in that middle ground who do a great job of becoming NBA coaches as they understand the role of each.
And the work ethic, too, because for role players, maybe it hasn't come as easy. Whereas for a superstar, it was too easy.
That's true, Kevin. And how much work do you have to do with the most talented player on your team? It's pretty specific what his role is going to be. I think a role player who ends up being a coach understands the work dynamic of the rest of the team surrounding that player to create a great positive environment around your star.
Now the pass to Poitras. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Doubled by Nelson. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Ashik defending.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
Here's DJ, and DJ throws it down.
I mean, all already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Collison. In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft, teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
Yeah, I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
Shot, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Anabogu's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Leaf in for Thaddeus Young. And both free throws good for Derek.
The game, you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here's Holland, and DJ throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Indiana's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Collison with it, and it's Nelson picking him up. Pass to Anabogu. Back to Collison. Just 5 to shoot. Poitras, that falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's DJ, and DJ throws it down hard.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Pass to Leaf. Over Hill. And again, it's Indiana.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
DJ passes to Nelson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's DJ, and Hollins with the stuff.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
The Pacers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Collison against Nelson. Now here's Oladipo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Such an adjustment for young players drafted into the NBA, managing money, being accountable to your teammates, to the many things that tug and pull on you. Brent, can the league do anything more to help them through this sometimes uncomfortable process?
I think the league does a great job, Kevin, of addressing these things, not only the NBA, but certainly the Players Association in terms of educating the players. To me, Kevin, as an ex-player, though, the biggest responsibility falls on the veteran players of that team to take a young player under their wing, to watch what it is that they're doing socially, and to make sure that they set them up for success off the court.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Allen's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Pacers. Joseph, he's checked in for Darren Collison. Hollins dishes to Ashik. Feeds it to DJ. Ashik the screen for DJ.
Dude, what is you doing? Oh my God! Then
you got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
Now, here's Hollins. Tight defense on him. To the inside. And Brent, every year on average, it seems like players get a little taller.
That dude do not shoot. Why?
Faster. What are your thoughts about raising the rim above 10 feet where it stands now?
That's a great question, Kevin. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But
I can see you shaking your head and you kind of laughed at it.
I just can't see it happening.
The game is hard enough as it is right now, right? Is that what you're saying?
It is. I like your idea about making the court a little bit bigger, but 10 feet seems to be a pretty good number for where that tin sits.
About right, huh? And Indiana shooting straight 49% from the field.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch. And
I'm trying to give me a fucking assist
for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DJ.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Leaf. It's stolen by Hill. DJ kicks to Allen.
I hate that.
New Orleans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is...
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge.
Yo, listen up.
Not now.
Look
man.
on the bright side, man.
What bright side?
It's one game. The best way to be in this league a long time is to get forgetful about games like this.
You've been in the league for like 4 years.
4 years longer than you. You want to
vet.
be in this league a long time, you got to forget about games like this. Coach kept you in the game. If I turn the ball over 2 times, he's tying me to the bench. He believes in you, fam.
How many times? 6.